Christianity is full of paradoxes. One paradox is that the last shall be first and the first shall be last. Another is that the one who desires to save his life will lose it, but he who loses his life for my sake will find it. Another is that we achieve salvation in life through death, and that through suffering and the shame brought on by the world, we gain true honor. But another great paradox that maybe you haven't thought about is how the Prince of Peace himself is the one who said he did not come to bring peace, but a sword. You see, Jesus, in that context, he was talking about how whenever you bring the gospel, you bring confrontation into people's lives. Whenever you obey the gospel, those people in your life, whether it be your father, your mother, your child, whoever it is, it will possibly tear your relationship apart if they are strictly opposed to Jesus. And that's why Jesus said this. He says, I've come to set man against father, and daughter against mother, and daughter-in-law against mother-in-law. A person's enemies will be those of his own household. And so what Jesus means by this is exactly what that man who was born blind experienced in John chapter 9. Whenever he had been healed, he put his trust and his faith that Jesus was the Messiah because of what he had experienced. But even his own parents weren't willing to follow him. His own parents weren't willing to be cast out of the synagogue. And yet, the man, because of his faith, he was cast out because he wanted to follow Jesus. The gospel isn't just sunshine and rainbows for us on this earth. Oftentimes, it's a road that is hard and difficult and will lead us to feel severed off from many people that are in this world because of the choice that we have made to follow Jesus, even when it's difficult. And I hope that we can take that seriously today. That whenever we do this, we can count it all joy. And that although he brings a sword, this way of following him is the way that we actually do have true peace that reigns within us, even in the midst of all this conflict. And that peace that surpasses all understanding, it will guard our hearts.